Okay, Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish. The saga continues with the fallout from the release of this video that they did several years back that, for lack of a better word, made fun of child molestation. It was intended to be a parody video of some sort, not a parody, but a comedic skit of some sort that was posted on the Funny or Die website. And I'm reading some of the fallout and feedback from it today, and what I'm getting is I'm reading a lot of the comments of people talking about, thank you. Of people talking about, how they felt about the backlash and all of that. All right. Some of the backlash, or some of the comments I read were people saying that, hey, this was a skit. They didn't write it. They didn't produce it. They didn't distribute it. They just acted in it. Okay, I get that. I get that part of it. I get that angle on it. But here's the problem. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, while both comedians, are also both adults. And when you are an adult, you're responsible for the things that you choose to be a part of. And as a comedian, one thing I do know is that a lot of comedians are so ready and so willing to be a part of something, whether it's a skit or a short film or production, anything like that. Sometimes you can be too hungry and too ready to be a part of something that you think is gonna, be that next thing, or be that thing that's gonna make people be like, oh, damn, that's off the chain. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, wow. You're trying too hard to be edgy, and you're trying too hard to be a part of something that's gonna either make a statement or put you out there even more. Because you got to understand, at the time that this was done, this was before Tiffany blew up. This is when Aries, was kind of in a quiet place in his career. So I get that. Also, here's another angle to it as well. Tiffany and Aries are both single. I don't know if Aries has kids. I know Tiffany doesn't have any kids. One of the things that you think about when you are an adult, when you are a comedian or you're in the entertainment business, if you have kids, if you have a spouse, you take their feelings and their situation into consideration before you do things. At least I do. And I know several others that do as well. I'm not going to agree to be a part of anything. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I was in that position to be a part of that skit back in 2013, 2014, whatever. I would have looked at the script, I would have looked at the outline, and I would have said, is this something that I want to be a part of? And the other consideration I would have made is, if I do agree to do this, how is my wife going to look at it? How are my kids going to look at it? Because when you have a wife and you have kids, or you have a husband and you have kids, you have to take their feelings into consideration before you do anything. I do that now. Even sometimes on the radio, some of the things I say, some of the things I have said, my wife has come back to me and been like, that was a bit much. I don't think you needed to go there, or I don't think you need to go there again. And, sometimes having that other voice stepping to you and saying something can make a difference. So I think what happened here was a severe, do I think either one of them are horrible people? Don't know either one of them well enough to make that determination. I do think they made a pretty bad error in judgment, because, like I said, I have to censor myself. Being a radio personality for 15 years, I have to censor 16 years. I have to censor myself before I say something on the air, before I write something that's going to go on the air for somebody else to say. And I have to ask myself, if there's more than maybe if there's more than maybe a 20% chance that I'm going to have to explain myself after this, or I'm going to have to come back and make a serious apology after this to somebody, then for the radio, because once you do something on air, it's put on YouTube, and it's, like, that lives on. That lives on way past the moment that you do it. See, it's different than when you're on stage. When you're on stage, I say stuff on stage that sometimes can be cringy, sometimes can be like, oh wow, that was a bit much, that was over the top, that was too much. But it's gone. It's and that, I mean, because 9 times out of 10 ain't nobody recording it, so it's gone. I said it. It was fucked up, whatever, but it's gone. It's over with. People can talk about what I said, but hey, it's gone. Different when you're putting it either on radio or on film. You constantly have to self-censor. And they did not self-censor, and so now they are reaping the whirlwind of backlash that is going on. Not trying to judge these two folks. Hope that they survive this little scandal. The cycle that we're living in now, usually after a couple of weeks, everything disappears. But we will see. But that's my follow-up thought to the first thing that I posted about the whole Aries Spears Tiffany Haddish saga.